All right, differences between a first and second pregnancy and childbirth, I suppose. There are lots of differences. I've heard all sorts of stuff from clients in my birthing classes, from my doula clients, and so I thought I'd share a few of those with you, especially if you're pregnant with your second child and you're wondering what to expect, or if you like me, considering getting pregnant with that second child, you want to know, how it'll be the same, how it'll be different. While there are so many similarities, from the first pregnancy to the second, and you know what to expect in so many ways, about hopefully the care provider you want to use, about the different tests you might need to get, what the ultrasounds are like. There are things that might be different. So one of the things that will be different is that you will feel the baby moving around sooner, probably around 16 weeks. For a lot of moms, for a lot of first-time moms, they don't start feeling the baby until about week 20 to 25, but for the second time moms, expect to feel baby around 16 weeks. And part of this is just because you're more experienced at knowing the difference between gas bubbles and the baby actually moving around. So I think that's a really cool difference. You'll probably be more tired and sore the second time around because you are now chasing around a toddler, or you have an older kid who has all sorts of needs. So that is a bummer. But, one thing you can do is just nap as much as possible. If that kid is at school or with some kind of childcare for a portion of the day, give yourself permission to rest. Okay, you'll probably start showing sooner because your abdomen has already stretched out. It already knows how to make room for that baby. So that will probably pop and happen a bit sooner the second time around. You'll hopefully have less heartburn. Again, I think a lot of this is that familiarity. Your body knows how to go through the processes of pregnancy. And so hopefully you'll have less of that uncomfortable heartburn. And with morning sickness, this is a tricky one because some women have more morning sickness during the second pregnancy. Some women have less. We just don't really know what to expect. But a lot of times it is different between the first and second. If this is true, that means that I'm in for horrible morning sickness the second time around because I really didn't have any the first time. So I'll get back to you on that one. Your anxiety level. So this is an interesting one. With some moms, it's less during the second pregnancy and sometimes it's more. With some moms, if they had a lot of anxiety the first time around because they just didn't know anything and they had all these what ifs, so many fears, after going through it and becoming more comfortable with the process, they might have lower anxiety levels. Whereas there's other moms that might have thought, ignorance was bliss and they didn't know what they needed to be afraid of. And so after hearing all the stories that you hear during pregnancy, and who knows, maybe they had a traumatic birth experience, maybe now they're filled with all this fear and anxiety that they didn't have the first time around. If that is something that you're experiencing, I have all sorts of guided meditations on this channel that will hopefully help to release a lot of that anxiety. So one of the most exciting differences for a lot of women, not all, between the first and second birth experience is that it will go quicker because a lot of times the cervix is less rigid. It knows how to relax and open. It has already been stretched to capacity the first time around if you had a vaginal birth during the first experience. It'll open faster. Again, the body just knows what to do to get that baby out. So most second, third, fourth time moms have a quicker birth experience, which I am looking forward to. I hope I'm one of those women. Those are a lot of the main differences. I'm sure that you know of other ones. If you have already had your second or third baby, or you're going through that second pregnancy, please let me know of the differences that you're experiencing. I'm so curious about each woman's different experience and journey through pregnancy, childbirth, and motherhood.